Lo que descubrí ahí es la improvisación. La improvisación es algo que yo pienso que cada músico del estilo que sea, del clásico, del flamenco, de cualquier otra música, debería aprender, porque en la improvisación te da mucha libertad y a la vez te da mucho conocimiento de dónde estás tocando, de cómo estás tocando, de qué armonías están en cada momento, ¿no?
I will try to answer this excellent question by Lee Taylor on what is tension, how does tension affect or helps your playing, because certainly to play something well you need to exert a certain amount of tension there. But it's not a bad tension, therefore we have to first distinguish between bad tension and good tension, we can say, because there is certain tension necessary, otherwise we will play too loose or too lazy and stuff. But tension, on the other hand, we have to be careful that our posture, etc., the chair we sit on, everything, devices we use to modify posture, etc., are beneficial, and that we are not growing tension, bad tension unnecessarily, which will eventually block you. Then this is a physical stuff, like holding with the shoulder muscle, the hand implicado against holding it from the lower back, from the back muscle itself. Many physical things are there to consider. Certainly, I'm just putting briefly everything because it is very difficult to answer just in one shot in some minutes. But really speaking, there is also other kind of tension, which is the most important one, and this is a negative energy of tension, mentally happen, this thing. That we start playing something, doesn't come well, and then we start thinking this sucks, this is bad, I don't sound good, etc. That blocks a lot. And that is tension, also subtle tension. So there is one gross way which we perceive tension as a gross obstacle, and then there is also tension mentally, or because of having a result which contradicts our own self-image of how do we play, etc. Some people, for instance, I said many times that beginners have advantage here a lot because they don't think of themselves as advanced or anything, but some people think they are advanced or they play or intermediate or advanced. They are not really, so when they come they are shocked because they cannot count some phrase, for instance, counting with the metronome, the falsetas and stuff, so they have big holes there in their training, of course, and it's difficult for them to confront that because other teachers or other people sold them the idea and they bought it, that they are okay and they are not. And then when you confront that with an objective stuff, which is metronomical, counting and playing something or technique and stuff, and you cannot do it, then that's a problem. But it has solution by becoming humble and realistic, just to observe the truth, which is that the metronome is a friend and will help us to improve. So all of these aspects we have to consider. So what is tension? Tension also means that when you want to play well, in front of a jury or a public or something, maybe you don't play it so well as when you were practicing in your room alone or in an informal situation. This thing, Maestro Kenny Werner is the expert explaining this to unlock all these secrets about how to develop power and unleash your own creativity really free from blocks or free from these obstacles, which are certainly subtle aspects of tension as well. In this case, a tension which blocks your possibilities or what you can really play. It means you can play actually much more than what you play, but you need to unblock this. These things are blocks there, we have to eliminate these obstacles. And of course, if we don't even know these obstacles exist or what is that obstacle exactly, then we will never be able to give up. Then, right, we'll just continue like that. And then therefore, this is the most important thing, because about posture, well, we analyze all what has to do with the hand, how it has to be relaxed, how this thumb, this shape here should be this way, this is a very relaxed way, etc. All this is one aspect, and then the other aspect is that you need to put certain tension also to play the stuff well, physically and also mentally. But therefore, we need to first distinguish between this mental tension, the desire of being admired or approval for others. No, I see many students have around 90 nowadays, but I taught hundreds of them in many days. Just in Canada, in Toronto, I lived there 7 years. I had like more than 300, a list of 300 people who signed up for lessons, etc. there, in the Conservatory and in other places, University of Toronto, etc. So I have experience to see many guys, what's their behavior, how they go, what they expect from music, if they will endure or last longer, or they just play superficially depending on their intention, if they are very focused on the outcome and really want, not people that want to be professional musicians, but anyone who starts to play for hobby. Just I play for hobby too, right? For today, this is, thanks to God, I don't do this as a business. So you need certain situation to be able to do that. But also, many of my students are the same way. They have their job, they have their life, and they play. They play also because music gives some positive stuff to their lives altogether. So this music thing is also kind of a therapy or a sport, or it's a hobby, right? Hobby you do is more powerful than job. Job, maybe some people want to or like their job, but so many not. But hobby, we always love hobby. So hobby is more powerful than duty. I have to practice, I have this. It's better to create a proper atmosphere internally in your mind to practice with joy and to enjoy what you play and to enjoy even your mistakes, knowing this is a mistake and I will eliminate it. So what's the problem? We can even laugh on this. I have a friend which is an amazing magician, Alfonso Rios, his name, from Spain, and he said, yeah, in fact, Alfonso, when I do a mistake, I laugh at it, and then it alleviates the tension. It's true. So there are many techniques there, and many things, how to confront this panic of the audience, all that. I don't want to fall into cliché stuff. It's what I'm telling you, things which you may have not listened. Because what others said, I am not interested in explaining one thing which other people said already. I want to give you some value, something that you can take from me, which is good for your development, musical development, which is something that you did not envision or listen from others before. Otherwise, I don't repeat stuff like that, because it's the same. I don't want to do that. I want to give some really valuable advice. So therefore, this tension thing, and I took months to answer this question because I did my research too. And thank you, Lee, for asking this. You're an excellent musician, an excellent student, and I would like to be like you. You have a job, they do other stuff, and then but at heart you are a musician, right? So I am. So many of our friends, members here, and many who are not yet students or other people watching them, also they play for love of music. This is the most important thing. That's what love eliminates tension, is what I want to say. Tension, bad tension, is because of this lack of love for music. And that why? Because mainly because of the association we have, because we associate with people who do not love music or who do it as a job, or either they want to get other goals like admiration from the public, flirt more with girls, I don't know. You know, one day in Toronto I said one guy, what do you expect from guitar? Why do you want to do this? I want to play because, you know, girls like guitar players and I want to go to a party and impress them like this. And I said, man, congratulations, because at least you really you know what you want from the instrument, right? I wish I were like you before, because one time, you know, when we were 10-year-old, 12, everyone was aspired to become Paco de Lucia and this and that, so it was just a dream, right? Then, well, it was a positive shock and release of bad tension when Paco himself told me, it's not about doing copies or this thing of copying me, but you, through the technique I created, through this style, you discover also your own identity. That's what it means, a teacher who will make it flourish and make it come out who you are in music, right? Isn't it? This is what music is about. Who are you? And that's why this improvisation aspect, that's another last thing I want to say about this tension stuff. When we have to repeat things which are making, say, a back piece or any classic music, we have to repeat exactly how this is in the page, and that's it. There is no room for you. When you improvise, you create stuff yourself. It doesn't matter if it is not very fast or virtuosic or anything, but even simplest thing, just like the child drawing something, some landscape. Someone may come and say, yeah, but this is a very unsophisticated drawing or solo. Yeah, but that's you, that's him, right? That's how the child is. So this is a reflection of his soul that there, right? He's not parroting something, I mean, this expression of his own self. And that certainly, this requires to have a proper atmosphere. Therefore, in classical music, that's very difficult to have. You can ask any great master in classic, comes to my mind, Rubinstein or other people who just were so much into such a pressure to come up to the level of what the audience expected. They're listening guys with the partiture in their hands, right? This is about tension as well, the expectation from the public. For example, in my case, as I teach, because I like to do also, there is no tension here. Therefore, that's why also, thanks to CFG, they create this educational project on which we can say what is the truth and that's it. And if you want to take it, good. If it helps you, I'm very happy. And if not, no problem. We don't have politics or stuff that we have to insist on this or that to get other goal other than you liking guitar and you're playing, right? So it's a very positive thing. And this also depends also where you study, what's your teacher, how's your way to practice, how much tension you have in your practice. All this question has to be addressed. That's why it took so much time to answer you this thing, because it's a difficult question. You told me, can you answer this in the magazine? It took months to get to the right answer. I hope this one is good. But in fact, for last, and not less important, is that when you explore into the territory which Paco himself advised, and it's very important to have in mind that Paco did never give any other advice besides this one about exploring into the territory of improvisation. He never gave any advice about how to play better or technical, nowhere publicly, I mean. But he did this just one piece of advice in 30 seconds. Which I posted at the beginning of this video. Because of that connection it has with tension as well. First, because when you master something, that you can enter into this zone in which you are playing and not parroting anymore, you can improvise and create in the spot something, that is the best release of bad tension ever you can have in music, and that's why you enjoy so much playing that is worth to go through any austerity or difficulties, sometimes everything, even economically on time, or what we invest in lessons on guitars, etc., is worth. We forget about that because it's small compared to the joy we get playing an instrument when you are when you are free from that bad tension. And that's why we have to also work properly. That, of course, means every level, that I'm not excluding here beginners. Not only they are the best, beginners are the best definitively and absolutely at doing things naturally, without expectation and without tension. If there is someone who can succeed in music, it's the beginner, because they are not beginner, they are really those who will become advanced. While those who think themselves they are advanced players or intermediate, or I know what to do, but I don't know how to count music. If you put me the metronome, I cannot count it, but I know I'm very advanced, because in such and such form they told me I'm great, so I prefer to believe that. That is bad tension. That is ignorance, actually, and then that's not knowledge. So when something is not knowledge, how it will liberate you? Knowledge is liberating, has a liberating force. We have to know harmony, rhythm, and technique, posture, physical posture, proper mental condition. Everything has to be explored so that you can get rid of this tension. And then, ultimately, as a path of music, which Paco delineated there, and which he said it even helped himself, when I speak of us, exploring this territory of improvisation, is the way to get out of bad tension. Because as far as you have to be repeating notes and parroting stuff, doesn't matter, it's great from Beethoven, Mozart, or anything, but that's not you, that's someone's partiture, someone's falseta, someone's stuff, right? As we said before, Paco said, we don't do copy. That's why he never played twice the same thing. That's not the thing. The description, watch the videos I will post, because the first two links are ultra, not some, but ultra relevant to what we're talking here. And this you can take a big benefit from what I'm saying if you put it into practice, on the proper supervision, and with care, with responsibility, with interest, this boring thing. What is this boredom around you? You see how they pick the guitar. This is a boring stuff. Why? Because this is a disease inside. You can say technology makes them like this, ADD, or anything you want to say, but as a matter of fact, you can cross that barrier and get interested in something. Interest means, etymological, and this word, meaning of the root of the word itself, interest means to be into the thing. So, and that's what makes you interesting, actually. Everyone wants to be interesting, but they don't want to pay the price sometimes, or they do not know it. So, through a teacher like Paco de Lucia, we are learning here that this interest in improvisation, it brought just the best out of him, and of course it will bring the best out of you in music, because that will be you when you have a space to create you, and you don't have to keep parroting and repeating stuff made by others when you are you. That is the maximum goal of coming, or brought as a consequence of the elimination of bad tension in music. And I hope this is helpful. Thank you for asking such an interesting thing, and I see you next time.